Hi, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine, sir. Thank you so much.
Would you like to introduce yourself,
Sure, thanks.
please?
My name is Abdul Rahman. I'm 19 years of age and I am currently completing my FSC from the City School Quetta campus. Well, moving on, I am a semi-professional football player and I have played for many well-recognized clubs in my career. Along with that, I am also a professional esports player, you can say, specifically PUBG Mobile, and I have played that on a much bigger scale and globally, you can say I have represented my country Pakistan in various stages around the world.
How popular are bicycles in your hometown and why?
Bicycles. To talk about bicycles, I would begin by saying that there are always two groups of people in a society, the rich ones and the poor ones, you can say the criteria. And in my region, to be specific, the poor one, the rural areas, I think the bicycles are used the most because, it's common sense that the cars or motorbikes even or the public transport is even expensive to some people. So I have seen a lot of people, a lot of modest ones, to ride bicycles to their work and some areas. That's what I would say.
How often do you ride a bicycle?
For me, I have had a lot of interest in riding bicycles when I was a bit younger. I still have a bicycle at home and I rode it. I love to just go out on a stroll with my bicycle and just enjoy the weather. And yes, I pretty much loved it. But not now. These days, I don't usually.
Do you think that bicycles are suitable for all ages?
As a sportsman on a physical basis, I think it is good and it is preferred for all the age groups as it's a good form of exercise. It keeps your body intact and I think people should refer to this more. But I think so that the younger ones, for them it is much easier to ride bicycles rather than the older people.
What are the advantages of bicycles compared to a car?
As I just stated previously, I think on a physical basis, the physical fitness basis, I think bicycle is much better than a car. And along with that, I would say the global warming and the pollution stuff, we cannot ignore that point that the bicycles are environment healthy, and I believe that people should use them more.
Now you have just 1 minute. I'm sharing with you a cue card.
I understand.
If you want to write something, you can. Then after that, you're going to speak for 1 to 2 minutes answering those questions in sequence. Your time starts now. Please.
The person that I would like to talk about is a pretty well-known politician in my country and outside the country as well, I would say. He's really famous and some Google searches might say he's one of the most popular politicians of all time. His name is Imran Khan and he is a native of Pakistan. Describing his personality, he was a sportsman just like me. This is the first reason that I am inspired by him, that he used to play for my country. He used to represent Pakistan on an international basis. And some would say he made us win the World Cup of cricket. So I think it is an honor to win a World Cup for your country, and that's why I admire him. After that, moving along, he is a pretty well-known politician. He has undoubtedly done various and distinct efforts for the upbringing of this country, for the development of our country, Pakistan. And that's what I would say that is pretty fascinating because these days, to be quite frank, I don't think the politicians care much about the civilization, the civilians, and they pretty much care about themselves and their generations and their family. But this man, I think, is a different breed. He's a different kind of man, and I think that he has done a lot, and we should acknowledge the fact that he has put his life on the line for our country, for our people. And currently, he is held captive in jail due to some cases on him. And I believe that people like them are very rare to find in this generation. And I think if by chance we find people like them who are willing to put efforts for the development of our country, for the development of our people, I think we should value them. I think we should give them respect. And I think we should not, to be quite frank, put them in jail.
Right. What are some of the ways people can help others in a community?
Well, this question can be answered on two scales. There are some helps, the minor type of helps, just some daily life helps, and some bigger ones as well. Just the daily life helps. You, for example, help someone cross a road. That's how you help someone. You kind of clean your street somehow, or you can somehow, the traffic gets blocked. And I have seen in my city that the people are very helpful. The traffic jam or sometimes road rage occurs, and the people just come out and try to help as much as they can. So these are on the small basis. And on the bigger basis, I think providing the poor people with free stuff, with food and facilities, is, I think, helping the society on a larger scale.
Why do you think some people like to help poor people?
Well, to be quite frank with you, sir, it comes most of the time naturally. Some people are generally soft-hearted. On the other hand, some people might be a bit harsh. So that I would say those people, including me, I'm one of them, I think we feel pleasure by helping someone regardless of their age or gender or whatever. I think that it kind of gives us inner peace when you help someone out, when you get someone out of difficulty that they are in, regardless of the difficulty. It can be a small one or it can be a big one. But I think that, yes.
Okay, some people say that people help others in the community more than now as compared to the past. Do you agree with this statement or not?
To be really honest with you, sir, I would like to disagree with this one, because we all can agree with the fact that the people in the old generation, the past ones which came before us, they used to be more bonded and more relatively close to each other. And I think they were more moral than us in this generation, because we can see that in our daily life. And as much as I have heard from my elders, as much as I have witnessed my past generation, I think the people in that time used to take care of each other more than they do now.
Okay, what types of services, such as libraries or health centers, are available to the people who live in your area?
To be specific to my area, I think let's talk about libraries first. In regard to the libraries, I think that we do not have enough of them, because in my life, I have seen 2 to 3 libraries in my area, to be specific. And I think for a bright generation, for a literate generation of civilians, I think we need much more libraries, so that the kids of my age can take interests in reading and learning new stuff every day. And moving on to the health center stuff, I think we might have a lot of them in my area. And I think that's a good point.
Which groups of people generally need most help in the community, and why?
This question has a very axiomatic answer as well, that the people of older age would need, what I believe, the most help in our society. As we can see, it's quite visible, quite obvious that they are old. They have done a lot in their youth, and I think in this time of their age that we shall help them. We should take care of them. We should take care of their physical needs as they are not quite physically, independent. That's what I would say.
My last question to you: why do you think who do you think should pay for the services that are available to the people in the community? Should it be a government or individual people?
What I believe is that the basic human rights code, according to that, and according to just yes, the basic human rights, I think for the basic stuff, for electricity, for gas, or maybe some kind of food for the poor, I think the government should take care of them. As we all know, the government collects taxes from the civilians and from various resources. So I think, yes, that is the responsibility of our government to take care of our people as well, to take care of their basic needs when moving on to their specific needs. And that's when I think that the individual collection would be more helpful.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm
So
much
nice
obliged.
of you. Thank you.